Good afternoon. Welcome to Jim Munley's World of Weather. You clicked on to Long Range Weather Forecast discussion for February 18th to March 3rd. For February 18th to 22nd, the forecast remains generally the same since yesterday. The western trough kind of over here, over the western and northern U.S. gradually lifts out, and this will be replaced by rising heights with almost a zonal flow developing during this period. We come to the 22nd, at the end of the period. You can see we have a zonal flow depicted by most of the models with near to above normal heights. Heights remain below normal here across the high latitudes, and here's our ridge over the Caribbean, slightly slides to the west, retrogrades. Okay, during this period we will have a series of Pacific systems that will move inland and will cause moderate precipitation, including heavy rain and mountain snows into the Great Basin of the Rockies, and a trough will progress across the plains. Here you can see, and we have rain across this area. This system lifts to the northeast. I'll go back a little bit. And this will spread. This is the European, this is GFS, and this will be spread rain across this area with snow to the north. And a wintry mix of precipitation is forecast from the southern tier into the southern Appalachians later in the week. With this system here, as moisture interacts with this moisture and moves into the cold air. Cold air will move into this frontal zone, I meant to say, and interact with the cold air that settles across the nation. And it'll turn colder here. And then this ridge slides to the east, and then it turns warmer again. So this is kind of pattern we've been in all winter, and I'm going to get into that later on. We're going to look now at the period for February 23rd to 27th, and the zonal flow above normal heights forecast across the nation, and ridges over the eastern Pacific, and the troughs forecast over Alaska. Below normal heights across the high latitudes weaken and replaced by higher heights. And the GFS and the GFS ensembles has a split flow in the way, as you can see here. The rest of the models, not so much. But we have a weakness of a trough here over the Central Rockies by some of the models. You can see it here and here. Okay, so for this forecast period, I am forecasting above normal temperatures for much of this region, and I'm forecasting anomalies of 4 to 6 degrees. Above normal, below normal temperatures here, with anomalies of 4 to 8 degrees below normal. For precipitation, calling for below normal precipitation from the plains to the Pacific coast, and the probability of occurrence is 35%. And then we have above normal precipitation for this region, and the probability of occurrence is 35%. Looking ahead for February 28th to the 3rd, this is very interesting coming up. And I'm going to show you the models, what they're showing. Look, below normal heights across much of the nation. This is GFS. It's ensembles. Even the European ensemble show this, and we have the return of above normal heights across the high latitudes. And the NEFS, cyclonic flow, but the below normal heights further to the west. So for this forecast period, I am forecasting below normal temperatures for much of the nation, and I'm forecasting anomalies of 2 to 4 degrees below normal, and above normal temperatures are forecast here with the anomalies of 2 degrees above normal. This might be a change, although I looked at the indices and they still remain high. The NAO is positive, the AO is positive, and the PNA is positive or negative. So We have a lot to see with that. And for precipitation, calling for below normal precipitation from the plains to the Pacific coast. Probability of occurrence is 45%. That's the long range weather forecast discussion for February 18th to March 3rd. Thanks for coming to Jim Munley's World of Weather, and have a good day.